Okay, thanks. I'll start right away. 10 sexiest Pokémon? Who said this was a great idea for a video? Me? Dude, you can't just take me on my word when I'm wasted like that. Do we have any other script? What do you mean no? Oh lord. This is it? Okay, this is gonna ruin my childhood memory, but we don't get paid enough for this. Here are the 10 sexiest Pokémon of Generation 1. What do you mean Generation 1? We're not gonna do a second one? The people won't allow it. Fine, I'll tell them to let us know in the comments at the end. At number 10, Mr. Mime. Ah, Mr. Mime, the creepy neighborhood clown. With his persuasive eyes and luscious hair, he tries to convince people to look at his invisible things. With no eyebrows, or body hair for that matter, he's as slippery as a snake. The Pokédex tells us that the fact that Mr. Mime has such large hands may be no coincidence. As you know, large hands may have beneficial uses. Its large hands also contribute to its profession, whatever that may be, but what to do with them in his free time? Whenever Mr. Mime gets interrupted, he reacts by slapping the offender with his big hands. A slap on the rear for some bad behavior, perhaps. Mr. Mime is known to be able to conjure magical things, invisible things, rock-solid things. As he matures, he learns to vibrate his fingertips, which makes me wonder if Ash's mother has noticed, since she owns a Mimey herself. Number 9. Cloyster. Cloyster looks like a female flower, let's face it. Its rock-hard cover can be used to close up completely and make it impossible to be penetrated. There's Mission Impossible, and then there's Cloyster. As a water Pokémon, this creature is prone to getting moist, soggy, wet, or even drenched. As a Shelder, it's an innocent little shell, but as it matures and evolves, its real female nature comes forward. Watch out for that Rhyhorn as it tries to penetrate that Cloyster. Always use the move Protection. At number 8 is Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee, the kicking fiend, has feet that can pleasure many a foot lover. Foot love, also known as foot partialism or podophilia, is a pronounced interest in feet. It is the most common form of fetishism for otherwise non-sexual objects or body parts. When Hitmonlee has been training hard all day, using those strong feet in combat or training, one might consider selling its sweat as bathwater. With his strong legs, he can perform arm bars and other fighting techniques, locking your body with his ferocious legs. Whoever is interested in a lover with strong legs and used feet, this one's for you. Number 7. Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is a fierce, armored, and definitely female. Its curves and form stand out to any observant trainer. You might be using your Pokédex to scan the Pokémon, giving it a glance from head to feet, but it will always respond in a manner that says, hey, my eyes are up here. Nidoqueen is a strong, independent woman who don't need no man, and if you listen closely, you can hear the Nidoking crying in the background. Do you want a strong partner you can wrestle with and lose? Then Nidoqueen is your perfect partner. She will dominate the hell out of you and keep you begging for more. Number 6. Ninetales. Ah, Ninetales, the perfect companion for any furry lover. Also a man's best friend, she will always pick you up when you're feeling down. Anyone can be mesmerized by those long, luscious tails. Ever sleeping with your Ninetales? Make sure your arm doesn't fall asleep and mind all the hair in your face. It can live for 1,000 years due to energy within its 9 tails, each of which is said to have a different mystical power. It is based on the Kitsune, which is a yokai from Japanese culture. It is said they can switch appearances to a human form even, making it even easier to fall for it. Though if you're a furry, you might want its natural form. Number 5. Weepinbell. Weepinbell. Is it just me, or are you surprised to see me? Your mouth tends to indicate something, though I'm not quite sure what yet. I compare it to a vacuum cleaner, but I think that joke would suck. The Weepinbell 3000 has a better suction value than most out there, having a big mouth that sucks up all you can imagine. It's many a man's worst dream for comparison. It comes with a branch sticking out of its head, making it easier to handle. Number 4. Chansey, the egg-cellent Pokémon. The Pokédex entry from Pokémon Stadium says, lays very succulent eggs every day. If it is treated with love and care, its eggs appear to become even more delicious. Have you ever wanted to try your partner's eggs? With a Chansey, your fantasy may come true. As a nurse Pokémon, she will take care of all your boo-boos and heal you back to perfect health. Maybe Sister Joy has taught her a trick or two. At number 3 is Dugtrio. The evolved form of Diglett, Dugtrio, is 3 times the menace and 3 times the volume. No one knows what he looks like underneath, but one may be able to take a guess. While Diglett has that small PP energy, Dugtrio just glows with an aura that says, I'm ready to dig into any hole that presents itself, with dig being its most common move of course. Can you handle a Diglett trio? At number 2 is Lickitung. Lickitung has one enormous, gigantuous, giga and mega asset, and that is his tongue. What's in a name, huh? It loves to lick its victims and then paralyze them so that they are helpless. I wonder why he does that. He'll say a tongue twister or two whilst doing its thing to really maximize that tongue physique, showing once and for all who is the true licking champion. Hide your kids in cloisters, because this tongue is on a rampage. And at number 1 is Jinx. Jinx, the center of sexiness within Kanto's Pokemon universe. With a body like an hourglass and a surprised look on her face, no one can deny this blonde diva of a Pokemon. A beautiful dress, a naturally big rack, and a tendency to give you big kisses makes this Pokemon the number 1 sexiest Pokemon. It even has elbow pads for even the wildest of adventures. If you take a closer look at his chest, you can see the shape of 2 circles, but when you look underneath that, you will see an oddly familiar shape when it all comes together, if you take the middle part of the dress and connect it to the 2 circles. I hope you didn't get too excited watching this video, and if you did, it's best to keep it to yourself. There are plenty more sexy Pokemon out there, even if it's just Generation 1. So the question is, do you want to see more? Let us know in the comments down below, and we might make a continuation of this episode. We will go to Generation 2 and see which are the sexiest Pokemon out there. Thank you for listening, you pervert, and I will see you next time.